Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Hope everyone is well on this, what day are we? We're on a Friday, aren't we? We are going to do our fantasy team as always. It is a Friday evening. Apologies about being a couple of minutes late. Hope everyone is doing well today. Let me just get this shared out in just a second. And then we will get going. Do let me know where you're watching from. Be interested to hear where you're watching from today as we get ready for a great weekend of rugby. I am absolutely buzzing for it. It's going to be fantastic. Really, really excited for it. So intrigued to see how everyone's done so far this week. Do let me know where you're watching from and let me know your thoughts on the team as we go through. A couple of previews have already gone out tonight. We've got a Scotland against South Africa preview, which has already gone out, and an Ireland against All Blacks. Obviously, that was a big debate today, wasn't it, about whether we were going to see a game itself, really, because, of course, of the COVID case, but we're waiting to see more detail on that. Right, let's just get this all set up. Let me get this shared out as well. And let me just get this shared out. I didn't do too well last week. I think I was 8th out of 12 last week, so I didn't do great. But let's see if we can do a little bit better this time around, shall we? Feel free to get your thoughts and comments in the chat. As always, do hit the like button as well. It massively helps. There we go. All right, then let's get this going on the road. I'm just going to go fill my bottle dead quick. There we go. Organised as always. Right. I got 10th last week. You got 8th. Nice, Sean. Right. Let's get this party started, shall we? Let's get this sorted. Okay, let me get the Autumn Nation series website up and we will get going with this. Okay, let me just share my screen, folks. Interested to know, what game are you most looking forward to this weekend? Do let me know what game you're looking forward to most. Right, this is the team that I picked last week. So we will have a look at this now and we'll go through it. If you haven't joined the league as well, I will drop a link in the chat during the courses. We're going to be here for about half an hour, so not too long today. So we've got a really busy day tomorrow with all the watch-alongs. So this is the team that I had. Now, obviously the fixtures are on the right. So we've got Scotland, South Africa, Italy against Argentina, Ireland against New Zealand, England against Australia, France are playing against Georgia, while Wales are taking on Fiji. So those are the games this weekend. And most of the teams have been announced. I think all the teams have been announced so far. Obviously, there's a situation with Ireland where a player did come back with a positive COVID test, but I think they're going to double check that that's not a false positive. And obviously Ellis Genge is out with COVID as well, so he's not going to be playing this weekend. So starting with fullback, I've got Damien McKenzie. Do let me know who you think should be in there. Who should be the one to take that role? Do let me know. I'm confident with Damien McKenzie, to be honest. He is starting against Ireland, but that's a big game, isn't it, against Ireland? So not sure how that's going to go. But do let me know in the chat what you think. I think I'm going to keep Louis Rees-Zammit in there just because we're playing against Fiji, and I'm pretty confident that we will beat Fiji. Myself and Ben just did a preview for that. That'll be out later tonight at some point. We did that on his channel, so do go check that out when it is out. In the centre, I've got Henry Slade. England obviously playing Australia. Damien Deolande. They are playing against Scotland tomorrow. We're doing a watch long for that. Kyle's going to jump on with me on that one, so that should be quite good. I think I'm going to take Deolande out. I don't think he gets you that many points, if I'm being totally honest. I'm also going to take Penaud out. Webber isn't starting, so I'm going to take him out. Jacobson isn't starting, so I'm also going to take him out. Tyg Byrne isn't starting, so I'm going to take him out. I've no idea what Hawass is doing, but I'm going to take him out. Ryan Elias is starting. Tyg Furlong is starting, but I'm not sure how much success he's going to get against the All Blacks. So I'd be tempted to take him out as well. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm pretty happy with these lot to stay in there, to be honest. I think most of us are expecting England to beat Australia, if we're being totally honest. I think Ireland, New Zealand will be close. Italy, Argentina, probably Argentina, to be honest. And Scotland, South Africa is going to be really, really close, I think. So the positions I need to fill are the centre, one of the wingers, 9, one of the back rowers, a lock, and 2 props is what I need. So let's start with, if we go to the centre, let's have a look what are the options. So Tuilagi is actually playing on the wing this weekend against Australia, so that'll be quite interesting to see with that one. I do think, though, I want someone who's going to guarantee me quite a few points, and I don't really think there's anyone on that list there who... Nick Tompkins isn't playing. Jonathan Davis isn't playing this weekend. Well, Nick Tompkins is on the bench, but I don't really see much point. Jesse Creel's playing on the wing. So, you know, if he gets a try, but he didn't really look that threatening last week at all, did he? So if we're moving into middle, Sam Johnson's been dropped. Hugh Jones isn't playing this weekend. Chris Harris is playing, but I don't think he gets you that many points. Potentially... Japan have Portugal, which is quite interesting, actually. And you think that Japan would go and beat Portugal. So I'm thinking Lafayette would not be a bad shout. I think that could be quite an interesting one, actually, to throw Lafayette in there. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put Lafayette in there. I'm going to see how he gets on this weekend. He's someone different. They're playing against Portugal, though Portugal got a really good win against Canada last weekend. I think I'm going to go with Lafayette in there. Let's have a look then on the wings. Obviously, Will Jordan is playing for the All Blacks. James Lowe is playing against the All Blacks. James May, of course, is playing. Sevu Reece is on the bench, I want to say, for the All Blacks, if I remember correctly. Andrew Conway had a really good week last week. Darcy Graham isn't playing. Zebos isn't playing. Reece Hodge is not playing. Josh Adams is on my bench, actually, so I could throw him on, but he's playing in the centre, so I'm not sure how many opportunities he's going to get to score tries, although I do think we're going to comfortably beat Fiji, well, fairly comfortably. I'm not sure how many points he's really going to get me. I'd be tempted to throw Mapimbi in there. I think he's been excellent on his try-scoring record is actually ridiculous. So I'm going to throw Mapimbi in there. So Mapimbi goes in. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions to fill. I've got just over 100. You have Will Jordan, Louis Samet for your wingers. That's a good shout, isn't it? As an Irishman, Sean, though, how have you got a New Zealander going against your own team there? Let's have a look then. We need a scrum half is the next one. So France have Georgia. You'd expect France to beat Georgia fairly comprehensively, to be honest. Ben Youngs is starting against Australia. I actually think England are going to batter Australia this week. I think it could be a 20-point game. It's a 20-point difference. TJ Perenara starting for the All Blacks has got a try. Herschel Yantes has got the nod against Scotland, obviously, because Faf is out injured. James May. Have I said James May? Oh. Gosh, it is getting... I just did a preview with you, Ben, mate. My mind is frazzled now after listening to Cardiff Rugby fan talk. It's a difficult one. Let's have a look then. So, scrum half. Thomas Williamson starting. Do you know what? Kieran Hardy would be a good shout. Cheap, starting against Fiji. Good try scorer. I'm going to throw Kieran Hardy in there. I think we're going to throw him in there to start in this one. Let's have a look then. So we need a back rower, a lock, and 2 props. That's what we need right now. Try not to be biased, Sean. It's about the players that are going to get you the most points at the end of the day. They don't have to be playing for your team, that's for sure. Let's go to the back row then. So Michael Hooper gets a lot of turnovers. You know, it's someone that we could certainly look at. I do actually have DuPont on my bench, so that's not a bad option to have. Ardy Surveyor is incredible for the All Blacks. I got Underhill in there against Australia. He is starting. I think England, as I said before, are going to batter Australia. I really do. So I'm not going to put Hooper in there. Quagga Smith had an exceptional game against us and could be pretty good once again this week. Argentina have Italy, so Matera wouldn't be bad, but I'm not sure how many points he's going to get. Caelan Doris against the All Blacks. Don't think they're going to win that battle. Josh van der Fleer is a shout. Is Josh van der Fleer cheaper than Caelan Doris? He is. I can't believe that. How is Josh van der Fleer cheaper than Caelan Doris? I have no idea how that is the case. Josh van der Fleer's turnovers are ridiculous. Sia Khaleesi, as you say there, Sean, wouldn't be a bad shout, although I'm not sure how many points he really gets you in a game. I mean, I assume the points are about tackles made, tackles missed. You know, it takes points off of that. Turnovers won, turnovers conceded. Josh van der Fleer is not a bad shout, but the back row, I'm not sure if Ireland are going to win that battle. I'm really not sure if they're going to win it. Although with Argentina against Italy, I'm not sure who I think is going to win that. I actually think that could be quite a close game. Blackadder is starting for the All Blacks. He's fairly cheap. Aaron Wainwright isn't playing. Rob Harley's playing for Scotland. Interesting. Cheap as chips as well. I'd be tempted to throw him in. Again, I think that's going to be a really close game, and I think South Africa will certainly have the upper hand. Ellis Jenkins is very cheap, but I've already got 3 Welsh players in there. And as the captain, he'd get extra points. So Ryan Elias, I'm afraid you are out. And we are going to throw in Ellis Jenkins. Where are you? There you go. So Ellis Jenkins is going to go in my back row. That's what I'm going to go with. Rob Valentini has been fantastic for Australia already, but I don't know about that, to be honest. Second row is interesting. Vitalik and Whitelock scream out to me already, but I actually think Ireland might get a little bit of joy in the line out and in the driving maul, especially. Itoje wouldn't be a bad shout. I've already got 3 Springbok players anyway, so I can't have them. Will Skelton's on the bench for Australia. Ian Henderson is starting for Ireland over Tyke Byrne. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but interesting decision that. But again, I don't think Ireland are going to beat the All Blacks. I really don't see it. So I don't think I'm going to go with him. Nakarawa isn't even in the Fiji squad at all for this game. Adam Beard isn't playing. Can't pick him anyway because I've already got 3 in there. Ewells is on the bench. I think I'm going to have to make a sacrifice with this. Seb David, I can't even pick him because I've got too many Welsh. I could just go with a Tongan. Tonga have the French Barbarians this week. Johnny Hill is a shout. I've already got 3 English boys in there though, Sean, so I can't actually pick him. Could put, I can't even put him in because I've got too many Welsh boys in there. We could throw a random Georgian in there, just hope he does something. Honestly, I might do that. Georgia's set piece is pretty good. I think I'm going to go with the most expensive Georgian and hope he does something, hope he's playing, you know. Right, finally then, the props. We've got 3 props to fill out and a bench as well. So we could throw an Irishman in there. We could throw a Scotsman in there. We could throw a Japanese. We've got a couple of options there. A Fiji player in the props. Don't really think they're particularly great at scrummaging, if I'm going to be totally honest. I wouldn't put that down as their forte. Joe Moody. How much I got? I got 82. So I got quite a bit of money left over. When Joe Moody has been given the nod, I'm going to give Joe Moody a go in the front row. We've still got quite a lot of money, actually, that we could just throw out on one player if we needed to. Rhys Carey does start for Wales, but he isn't available to play because I've got too many Welsh in there. Argentina are very strong in the scrum, so that might be an option. I think I might go with this guy. I'm going to be totally honest. I have no idea who he is. I don't know if he's starting, but he's my guy. That's who I'm going with. Hooker, Ellis, Jamie George, can't pick him because he's English. Could throw Mbonambi in there. Malcolm Marks off the bench gets a hell of a lot of turnovers. And do you know what? Off the bench, I don't think he's a bad option. So I think I'm going to throw Malcolm Marks in there. And then on the bench, we need 1 player on the bench. I've got 43 coins. I'm just going to go get the most expensive that I can get, and that is Beauden Barrett. I'm going to go get Beauden Barrett. I might even... Sexton kicks a lot, and Ireland take penalties. So that's why I've thrown him in. Yeah, I don't actually have a French. I do have Dupont on the bench. I could throw Dupont on to start. I could certainly do that. How do I do this? Oh, like that. There we go. So I'm going to put Dupont on to start. I think that's a good shout. So Dupont, Sexton. I might throw Barrett. Is he down as a fly half, or can I change him to a fullback? I can't. Okay, I can't change him to a fullback, which is a little bit annoying because I'd put him in over Mackenzie, but I might go in for a really good lock. Because I do have a bit to spend. Who can I afford? James Ryan, Will Skelton, Bernard LaRue. Let me actually just double check whether France are playing Bernard LaRue. Yeah, I know Dupont is starting. I saw the team. I know they've gone very strong, actually. Let me just double check, see if Bernard LaRue is starting for France, which French locks are playing. I know there's a new winger for them, but I'm not sure on on the pack, to be honest, all that much. Let me have a look. Let's have a look. And let's have a look who they picked then in the locks. Fortunately, I don't speak French. Right, here's the team. Who have they got on the locks? They have got Woki and Taufefuena. So I'm going to put one of them in there. Either Woki or Taufefuena is going to go in there. We'll put Tauf. He's always got blinking punch in him, hasn't he? Yeah, we'll go Taufefuena though. We'll throw him in there. I think that's going to be my team. I think that's where we're going to do our team for this week. Don't forget the deadline is 1 p.m. tomorrow. So there's not a long time to either Owen Fowler beside Damien Diolande and Bonan Barrett fly off. That's a decent back line. And I do still have 20 to spend. So there might be one position where I can go and throw a bit of money. And I'm looking at this prop here. I ain't convinced. So we might throw Furlong in there, which I think I'm going to do. I still got 17 left. So I could go get one big player who's going to get me a lot of points. Lafayette, maybe not. I think I'm going to take Lafayette off. And if Fickou starts for France, I might throw him in there. He does. I'm going to put Fickou in there. Gael Fickou. Farrell wouldn't be bad because he'll be kicking, won't he? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put Fickou in there, get rid of Henry Slade, and I'm going to put Owen Farrell in there. And that's what I'm going to do. Farrell and Sexton kicking. I think that's a good shout, to be honest. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's my team. I'm pretty happy with that now. So Damien McKenzie at fullback, Louis Wissam and Mapimbi on the wings, Owen Farrell and Fickou in the centre with Sexton and DuPont, Ellis Jenkins, Dwayne Vermeulen and Sam Underhill on the back row, Taufefuena and Courtney Laws in the locks, and then Furlong, Marks and Moody in the front row with Kieran Hardy, Hogg and Boden Barrett on the bench. I can't put Barrett at 15, can I? Do I put Hogg at 15? No, I'm going to stick with that team. Let's just quickly have a look at the league then. We're in. This is the league here. So if you want to join, make sure to do so. And yeah, the rules are as they would be. These are the points of the players, actually, which is quite interesting to see. Interviews, you don't want to see that. Transactions, top selections. Most people have been bringing these guys in, which doesn't particularly surprise me. List of leagues. This is what we want. Definitely not that. Oh my gosh. How do I see that? The freaking league table. I know my ranking's 11th, but I'd like to see the league. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Oh well. Right, we're going to leave it there anyway. There's another preview going out now. Australia against England preview dropping now on the channel. So please do head over, give that a like. Tomorrow, we're doing Scotland against South Africa tomorrow. So that's going to be a good game, I hope. We're going to be going live about 1:15. Kyle's going to join me for that. And then we've got New Zealand, Ireland, massive game. We'll go live about 3 o'clock, kick off at 3:15, and then we're going to do Australia, England. So that's going to be live at about 5:15, kick off at 30:30. And then on Sunday, we're then going to do a watch along for Wales, Fiji. That's kick off at 3:15, etc. Rankings, is that right? Yes, it is. I'm an idiot. Gosh, I did not have a great week, did I? So JB is on top. Congratulations to you. 974 points. Sean, where are you, mate? So don't forget. I can't see your teams. That is annoying. Or you haven't picked it yet. I don't know. Last week, Team JB got a lot of points. Wow. Very, very good. Very good indeed. 8th place. 8th. Okay. So do make sure to get your team in. 1 p.m. deadline tomorrow. If you want to set up a team, make sure to do so. And we might do a prize at the end, maybe like a shirt of someone's choice or something like that. I'm not sure yet, though. We'll wait and see on that. But yeah, lots of watch-alongs tomorrow. Preview of Australia, England going out now. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow at around about 1:45. Yeah, because kickoff's at 1 o'clock for Scotland, South Africa. So I'll see you there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you have... if you've enjoyed. Thank you very much for joining me. It is massively appreciated. Let me quickly actually drop a link to the league in here. Make sure, if you haven't done so yet, to join the league. Get your team in before 1 p.m. tomorrow. And see if you can be beating us. So, Fantasy League. And the link is in the chat now. So do go and join that league if you'd like to share it with friends, get them involved. I think there's about 12 of us now. Let's see if we can get up that to around 20 by the end of the weekend, let's say. But yeah, preview out now. Lots of watch-alongs tomorrow. Make sure you turn the bell on because that will notify you when we go live. I'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you hanging out with me on Friday night and enjoy the rest of the evening. See you tomorrow.